Many recruiters are just glorified HR teams, and this is a proper talent recruitment place. And I've already passed on a couple of folks to her since this last recruit to meet with, who are in a preliminary view of what they're about to do. And I think the way I described it was, this is not a recruiter for just some whatever work. I wouldn't choose them to just fill in the blanks of some insignificant job. Not that any job is or person is insignificant, but there are certain jobs that are better levers for business growth. Part of the challenge with talent folks and recruiters is that most of the time they've never done the job, or they don't have an understanding of the subtlety of a job, right? So it's like being an investor in a category you don't know. And the magic is in the minutia of talent. It's not in the resume. It's not in the activities or the certifications. It's in the minutia. It's the little stuff. It's how do they solve problems? Are they loud in a meeting? Are they soft? Do they let softer voices speak? Do they talk over? Successful candidates are in the subtle parts of that stuff. What does diversity look like? Not diversity of color, of tall or this, but diversity of thinking, diversity of experience, diversity of culture is even more important. And she was able to see that. So the kinds of questions that they asked were considered and thoughtful. As so often happens nowadays, people have disconnected from thinking, and they just go through a process. Here are the 5 steps I have to do. Here's the check marks. Here's our process. And no one at Orchid tried to push that stuff. They were willing to have the extra meetings, the extra time. I can be a challenge because I just have I want an extra meeting, I want an extra thought, I want to triangulate something, I'm seeing something I don't have a word for yet. They were a real thought partner. Orchid was with the both of them together. And they both have such different talents and different temperaments. They are my go-to now for anything in the natural foods industry.